The James Bond 60th anniversary edition of the Seamaster has been garnering a lot of buzz. Now, many of you are even saying that it's actually playing in the BB-58's playground. It's taking all of the cool kids' votes and taking Tudor's lunch money. But is it though? Let's put that to the test. A couple of viewers noted how the new 60th anniversary 007 Seamaster looks awfully like the blue Tudor Black Bay 58. One even remarked how it's inspired by Omega's rival brand. There's some justifiable reasons about it. Both are steel bracelet and cased watches with a very similar blue tone for the bezel. Then there's the blue dial that also has somewhat of an understated surface and a large block of text at the upper half. Another big similarity is the high contrast indexes that utilizes mostly batons and circles. The bracelet was clearly different, and it would have drove the comparison home if the Seamaster used the regular bracelet. That's where the similarities end. Let's put them together side by side. The biggest departure is actually the 3mm of case differences between the two. The Seamaster really wears bigger than the BB-58. Add the much maligned helium escape valve and extending crown guards, and the visual half of the Seamaster would really clash against smaller wrists, unlike the B-58's slender proportions and smaller dial. What the Seamaster makes up for the size also equates for deeper water resistance, with it being rated at 300 meters compared to just 200 meters of the Black Bay. Moving on to the calibers, the 8806 has a lot to offer against the MT5402. But Tudor would more than hold up its ground in this arena. While both are chronometer-grade movements, the 8806 can only hold up to 55 hours of power, while the 5402 can last up to 70. Omega makes up for it with this new, cool animated case back that really blows away this boring, solid back of the BB-58. Bear in mind that Omega had to modify its movement to animate this part, as it's connected to the seconds gear of the watch. And then there's the value proposition. The 60th anniversary 007 Seamaster will set you back $7,600, while the BB-58 will cost you just $4,100. That is a massive discrepancy. So, if you had $7,600 burning a hole in your pocket, you can literally walk into a Tudor AD, walk away with a BB-58 plus a BB-41, and have enough change to send me a Seiko 5 Sports. It looks and sounds beyond reason, but watches like this throws reason out of the window as it brazenly flaunts its price tag. Forget about the idea of walking into an Omega boutique and walking away with this watch in the same day either. But Omega can afford to do so because they are not just offering you what Tudor Black Bay is offering, which is an affordable, more playful Submariner for the smaller wristed crowd. This Omega is trying not just to appeal to the Seamaster crowd, but also the James Bond fans. Omega aggressively goes after the younger collectors that are just now developing their horological taste, influencing them well into the decade. All the while, Tudor has seemingly stopped being relevant outside of the watch sphere and their partnerships with David Beckham and Jay Chou. This kind of engagement is propelling Omega into media consciousness. Take the MoonSwatch as an example. It's still being sought after today, months into its release. And as obvious as it may be, they don't even have to put a lot of effort into their creations. So releasing the steel version of the No Time to Die model becomes a lot more explainable. The engagement here is twofold. Omega engages the audience through their familiarity with James Bond. You can participate in this lifestyle, even getting invites from Spectre no less. You can wear something that pays tribute to him and his exploits. You can wear something that resembles your dad's watch or that one found in the movie that you grew up with. With one lucrative partnership, Omega delivers a disabling blow to Rolex, who was the preferred timepiece of James Bond's writer Ian Fleming, and increases its brand presence as the premier destination for espionage followers. All the while, engaging in a constant battle against Tudor, the versatile, more liberal sister of Rolex. Tudor, of course, has its supporters and all the reasons to be a solid alternative to Omega. But for now, Omega is happy to put your name on the list and take your $7,000 for its services. With its strong partnership with the likes of NASA, the Olympics, and the 007 franchise, Omega continues to capitalize and command top dollar for its limited and special edition watches because it's part of their blueprint for engagement.